From Chris Pratt using an American accent throughout the movie to referring to the video game as a comic book, hardcore Mario fans can't help but think that he has ruined Super Mario. I mean, Mario is supposed to be Italian, so naturally, the Super Mario Bros. Movie has received mixed feedback from both audiences and critics. And the movie was expected to fulfill the nostalgia and storytelling of several decades. But did it? Well, some people are digging the visuals and hidden Easter eggs, while others aren't too thrilled about the plot and voice acting. I mean, come on, we're talking about the beloved Super Mario Bros. Here. There's no room for mediocrity when it comes to this iconic franchise. Fans were expecting a nostalgia-packed, thrilling ride with the movie, and it seems like some are feeling let down. Of course, social media has been buzzing with reactions to the film. People have been taking to Twitter to voice their thoughts, and some are fawning over the movie, while others are slamming it left and right.
Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine.
That's a little mushroom man. A little mushroom man. Where am I?
Ooh, fresh meat for the grind.
So what's the deal with the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Is it worth the hype, or is it just another disappointing adaptation of a beloved franchise? Well, the jury's still out. So let's talk about his casting as Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Now, Nintendo fans have been losing their minds ever since the announcement. And honestly, who can blame them? He's about as Italian as a plate of sushi. And now it turns out he doesn't even know the first thing about the Mushroom Kingdom or its citizens. According to QueerT, he has been showing the world that he knows less about Mario than your grandma. I mean, you might want to do your homework if you're going to voice one of the most beloved video game characters of all time. When the trailer dropped and fans got a first listen to his voice as the beloved plumber, they were left scratching their heads.
All right. Let's go.
Since when does Mario sound like an American? The character has had a distinct voice since 1996, and fans were looking forward to hearing that voice in the movie. But instead, they got the actor's generic action hero voice. Yawn. And it gets worse. In a group interview on The Kelly Clarkson Show, he showed just how little he knows about Mario and the Mushroom Kingdom. And get this, he referred to the video games as comic books. And to make matters worse, he said that the characters were just avatars without personalities.
The Mario or Luigi or Peach or Bowser or Toad, and Wario, these characters are all just kind of avatars for the player.
Seriously? There have been over 200 Mario games released in the past 30 years, and he thinks they're all just mindless shoot-'em-ups. Maybe he should stick to what he knows best, running from CGI dinosaurs in Jurassic World. Look, I'm not saying the guy is a bad actor. He's been great in some roles, and he's certainly got the charisma to carry a movie. But when it comes to playing a beloved video game character like Mario, you need more than just charisma. You need to know the character inside and out, and you need to be able to embody him in a way that fans will love.
It's very precious to everybody, to you, to me, to everybody who played it from 1985 until now. It's a lot of people. The pressure's on.
Based on what we've seen and heard so far, he just isn't up to the task. Some fans aren't happy with his portrayal, and they're not going to let him forget it. Sorry, Chris, but it looks like you're going to have to find another way to win over the fans. And they aren't the only ones who think he ruined Mario. Let me tell you about John Leguizamo and his beef with the movie. He played Luigi in the 1993 live-action version of the movie. He's been going on and on about how groundbreaking his role was, and how the new movie doesn't feature Latinx people. He already tweeted about it last October, saying that it's bad that the casting went all white. Not only that, but he also claimed he was the only one who knew how to make this movie work, script-wise. Okay, John, simmer down. The movie isn't that bad, but this man doesn't quit. In an interview with TMZ, he doubled down on his criticism and even refused to watch the movie. When asked if he'll be watching it, he snapped back with a resounding, "Hell no." Look, I get it. Representation matters, and it's important to have diversity in movies.
Are you going to be watching Super Mario Brothers?
No, I will not be watching Super
Oh my
Mario
goodness.
Brothers.
So
They could have included a Latin character, like I was groundbreaking, then they stopped the groundbreaking.
But let's not act like this is some sort of travesty, just because Pratt and Charlie Day are playing Mario and Luigi. Leguizamo himself admits that Princess Peach voice actor Anya Taylor-Joy has Argentine ancestry, but he's still focused on the lack of inclusion in the main roles. And don't even get me started on his comment about being the only one who knows how to make the movie movie work script-wise. Like, really? Okay, sure. Maybe the new movie isn't as awesome as it could be if Mario had an Italian voice actor. I mean, the actor is getting all the heat for playing Mario. Critics aren't happy about an American actor portraying the famous Italian character, and they're making sure that everyone knows it.
I did not realize this. I knew you had been in the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yeah, shh. Come on, somebody's got to do it. We don't got no other choice, right? Luigi, this is not miraculous.
But you know what? He isn't backing down. In a joint interview with his co-star Charlie Day, he addressed the criticism. He said that he gets that there's a passionate fan base, and that fans don't want something like this to get screwed up.
I mean, I can't really. It's hard to imagine what I'd be like, hold on, you're saying I do grow up to be an actor? That happens?
Am I in the game?
And then they're making a movie about this?
Yeah.
But is knowing that enough to stop the backlash? I'm afraid not. But Day has been confident since day one that fans would be pleased when they saw the results on screen. Sure, the trailer left people confused when his voice sounded exactly like his own. But there are some instances in the movie when he says the iconic Mamma Mia in some scenes.
Pretty incredible, huh?
Mamma mia.
After all, he did say that his voice for the character was updated, and unlike anything you've heard in the Mario world before. But let's talk about the controversy surrounding the decision not to use the high-pitched Italian accent that's associated with the character. Many Mario franchise fans were hoping for that classic accent.
Super Mario Brothers is the best-selling video game around the world, and I was one of the hundreds of millions of people who have played the game.
But he revealed that his portrayal of Mario's voice was accurate, and that the decision to make it different was done in the film's service, and not to erase it from the character. Interesting. That's not all though, because apparently Leguizamo could have been the lead. So what happened? Well, the directors fought hard for him to be the lead because he was a Latin man.
I was a Latin guy playing a lead, playing the brother of Bob, one of the greats, Bob Hoskins. But now there's no diversity in the cast. I mean, that to me is going backwards.
Unfortunately, the studio didn't want him to be the lead. So you know what? We can't blame him for feeling disappointed. I mean, they didn't even hire another Latin actor for the movie. But let's face it, Pratt and Day are talented actors with strong film and TV resumes. Even though they're not using Italian accents, we have to admit that their versions of the characters are pretty good. And let's talk about all the Easter eggs from the franchise. From Mario Kart to characters like the Penguin King and Donkey Kong, the movie offered fans countless nostalgic moments. I mean, the kids loved them. Patrick Klepek even tweeted that his daughter loved all the references in the movie. Even The Verge's review of the movie notes that it excels in immersing viewers in its fantasy world. The environments seem like real places, and the effects are impressive, like how the characters transform after eating mushroom power-ups, and the attention to detail, such as the flickering seeds on a fireflower's face. This demonstrates that the movie is dedicated to getting everything right. But at the end of the day, you can't please everyone, and there will always be criticism surrounding any movie. Sure, the non-Italian voice acting may have ruined the main characters, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the movie is bad. Well, that's it for me about how Chris Pratt ruined Super Mario.